Hello, I'm Blake Walton. I'm a co-founder and managing director of SaraSolo Productions, and I am in conversation with the lovely, beautiful Carol Wolf, who is the education liaison for SaraSolo Productions. Hi, Carol.
Hi. Flattery will get you everywhere.
We're here today talking about SoloSynergy, which is our education program. Do you want to tell us a little bit about how it works and what it is?
Well, I think that for me, SoloSynergy is a solution to a serious problem that we have right now, much worse since we've been dealing with COVID, and that is we have two generations, elders and teens, who feel very isolated, and they feel like their voices aren't heard, and there's no way for them to express it. So this program is a beautiful way to connect the two generations, build relationships, build understanding between them, and it bridges generational, racial, socioeconomic gaps, and really forms a bond that is wonderful for the future. So when the program starts, we do a little speed dating, and the teens select their elder. Of course, the elders are all thinking, who's going to pick me? Because we feel like the teen. Oh, nobody's going to pick me. However, it seems to work out perfectly. And then we spend time one-on-one interviewing one another. So in my case, I felt like I had been through a therapy session because my young man, Kyle, who was all of 12, was asking me some very profound questions that really made me think about my life. And once we finished the interviews and we did another round of clarification and extra questioning, then we went into sort of a rehearsal. The elders went back to either work on a monologue or a poem or a piece of music to represent the student. And the students had to come up with a monologue. So they had to really go back and look at the life of this elder, pick something that made sense to them or that they wanted to express. And then the beautiful and the funny thing at the end, and sometimes very poignant, was the student would get up and perform as the elder. And generally that was really funny. It was just amazing to see how they captured us and what they heard from what we were saying. And then we would talk as if we were the student. And in a lot of cases, that became very deep because some students were dealing with perhaps suicidal tendencies or mental health issues or physical issues, some serious health issues, and anything as general as bullying, which a lot of students obviously are dealing with, besides the normal isolation and feeling lost as a teen in general in this world. So we had a lot of laughter, but we also had a lot of tears.
Yes. I heard from a lot of both sides. Now, this is a group of students from Booker Middle School,
right,
and a group of elders from the community. And some of them were performers, some were not. Some had never done anything like this before. Some had done it many, many times before. And with very, very a great variety of backgrounds and stories to tell.
right.
So that initial group was one classroom of the middle school students. And it looks like, I know that you came into the classroom. I'm speaking about this like I don't know what this program is, but I think that's helpful. But you came into their classroom and worked that way easily. How many times did you come together?
Oh, I'm thinking 4 or 5, including the prepared.
I'm asking this, Carol, too, because something that people don't know about you yet is that you were actually a participant the second year we did this, yes. And so you have a direct experience of doing that.
Yes.
So yes. You met with you had one specific teenager, Kyle, who you worked with, right?
Right.
So you saw Kyle how many times? I mean, so you're about to say that.
I saw Kyle about 2 or 3 times, but we were also invited back to the classroom. So yes. I went back just to watch them interact and get a sense of, you know, their gestalt, so to speak.
Yeah. So, I'm going to ask you after, because we're going to see a little clip of both of you performing the result of your your wonderful connection and relationship. I'm going to ask you a little bit about how you how you went further after that point, and any kind of relationships that formed from that. But let's see a little bit of you and Kyle both performing your pieces about each other. You happen to choose to make a monologue as Kyle from one of his stories. He did the same thing with you, isn't that right?
Yes.
So let's see that. Yeah, here it is.
Every little girl has her dream. Being a princess, having a pet unicorn, or being a makeup artist. Not me. I wanted to be an archaeologist. Digging up bones, analyzing them, figuring out what they are. Not every girl's dream. At least it was different. Come on, everyone, let's dig up some bones. If you find anything, tell me. Okay. Bone? Letter. Now, I wait. A couple days go by, nothing. A couple months later, I figured out that that bone was actually a human bone. Ugh. There was a graveyard that they couldn't build over yet because it hadn't been long enough. So, I gave up that dream as soon as I figured out that bone was human. Now, I work for a company that recruits people like an editor or a salesperson. I mean, at least I don't have a chance of digging up a human bone.
Mom, do you have the camera? Okay. How do I look? Do I look okay? Oh, wait, I forgot to take this. Hello, judges. My name is Kyle Patrick Ramon. This is my first audition for America's Got Talent. But if you don't take me, it will not be my last. So for today, for our audition, I'm going to sing a little song, and for the character, the singing chef. Sweet tooth shout, hooray, hooray, hooray. I love to bake some tasty crepes to help you forget all your aches and make you laugh when I am in a play, or 2, or 10, or 20. I'll sing a song to make you strong and move all your blues along. You can count on me too. You can count on me too. You can count on me to make your day. I will sing and dance your blues away. I'd like to give a shout out to my mom for videotaping this. Mom, I love you. Thank you so much. I know you love me too, but not as much as I love you. Boom! Right in the gut.
Yay!
It was fun. It was great fun.
It's incredible. I will talk in a second about your big job with SoloSynergy, but speaking as a participant, what did this do to you and Kyle, and in terms of your relationship together?
Well, we became really close. There was a lot of hugging, and you know, his mother was there, and he adores his mother. So, you know, she was saying, we had seen them before and after, how much it really represented Kyle and how much he appreciated that somebody could, you know, understand and celebrate him, you know, the way I was able to. And a lot of it was due to his being so open with me.
Yes.
And we do it in a safe space. So I think that's true for every pair. So
that's very, very important. Let's say that one more time, because that vulnerability has to be there, and we want to allow people to very, very safely talk about all kinds of issues. We have Carrie Mills, who is the instructor there and the head of the theater department at Booker Middle School. And she believes in making those parameters quite large and allowing people to speak on a lot of topics. But they know that they are allowed to, and they know that they are safely being heard. So I just want to underline what you just said, because I think that that's integral.
And it holds true for the seniors too, because
yes.
I have to say that, you know, we don't often sit there and think back on our lives and what we have accomplished and what our challenges were. And it was a very profound experience just to stop and think back of how much your experiences and your wisdom that you don't really realize that you have can help another individual, especially a malleable teenager.
Let me ask you, because this may be a question people have in listening to our program or seeing what it is. That safety factor, that is, we're all pretty much experts in how to set up that kind of classroom and that kind of setting. And because I think the great part of this is because we were in the Booker Middle School setting and under their administration, I know that we are one of our best fans is the principal of the school.
Yes.
LaShawn is incredible backer. She believes in everything we're doing with that. But we've been asked the question, what do you do when an issue comes up that you're not sure is voiceable? And Carrie has answered that saying, we talk about this kind of stuff. And if it's something that's uncomfortable for anyone, it won't be dealt with, of course. You know, that won't be part of it. And we're not going to put anything on stage that would harm anyone or embarrass anyone or do anything. And it's kind of interesting how the parameters of that kind of set themselves. It really works when you set up initially a safe environment in which to work. So great. I know that you're probably going to be great friends going forward, you know, forever. I know he's an actor, so you get to see him again and again.
Absolutely, and he promised me brownies.
He did. Okay, great. And you'll probably be thanked along with his mother when he does win his Tony Award. I'm sure that works great. I want to talk to people about how they can volunteer with us. But first, I want to say that you came into this as an education liaison, doing a lot of influential work to make this happen, because this program doesn't just happen. We got to see you in your in your role as a participant. But prior to that, you did a lot of work to help us create an actual education program, because that's your expertise. And you and Annie and I have all found ways to, along with Carrie Mills and Sonny D. Smith, who's at the high school, to help start scaling this program and find all kinds of other groups that make things work really well. So we first of all, Annie and I are incredibly thankful for you in all that you do there. But you have quite a big job here beyond just being an incredible actress. If people want to volunteer for this, they can contact Annie Morrison at SaraSoloOrg at gmail.com. It's right below. We see what that is. We are always looking for volunteers, elder volunteers, and then we'll be scaling it in different ways. We may look for volunteers in all kinds of other groups too. I guess, Carol, you can recommend this, right?
I would say that if you're the slightest bit intrigued come to one of our initial meetings and try it out, because I have been on stage and I've done educational projects, and I was not quite terrified, but really unsure that I was going to get myself up there. It becomes much easier. First, you build a bond with the other elders. You're supporting each other. Annie is a fabulous coach, incredible. Blake is a terrific support. So we're a team, and they create a safe space for us as older people as well. So try it. You'll like it. I guarantee.
Oh, I love it. Oh, great. Carol, thank you so much. And again, everybody, just go to SaraSoloOrg at gmail.com. Contact Annie Morrison there. And look at all of our SaraSolo TV. You can go to SaraSolo on YouTube and find everything that we're doing. All the stuff is represented there. Bye. Thank you, Carol.